Aho Mateo, blessings, love, and light, everybody. May this sacred medicine bless you in your home today. I ask that all the ascended masters and the ancestors, all of our sacred guardians and our animal guides come through for us today as I do this sacred reading for everybody. I had been guided a few days ago to come on and talk a little bit about what's happening cosmically to the earth and then to us as the sacred human beings on this earth. So, about a week ago, a porthole opened and we're delivering all these sacred downloads for us as we are ascending into a higher vibrational energy. So, a lot of you have been asking me, well, how do we raise our vibration? How do we know what's going on with the earth and with us as sacred human beings? So I wanted to come on and just share a little reading, but I also want to encourage you all to follow astrology, to get excited about astrology. If you're wanting to have some insight as to energy and what to expect and how to prepare yourself, I like to follow astrology. It kind of guides me into the direction of what I'm needing. And usually, if I know that it's going to be a heavy energy, then I know to do a little bit more self love and I know to take action with getting a little bit more spiritually connected and grounded to myself. Um, how do I do that? Me personally, I pull away from energies that are external from my own. And why I do this is so that I really know what I am bringing to the table of this earth mission. So when I'm doing my energy cleansings, I tend to give so much of myself. In these sessions, each individual person gets so much energy. And so I need to kind of retract a bit and regroup and make sure that I'm full of love and light so that when I do my sessions, I'm able to take that action with confidence. So that's part of what's been happening. So I did want to pull some cards and just see what the ancestors have to say to us and what their message is for us. So, wow. So here we go. First to bat, Wolf represents teacher and wolf clan. And the ant in reverse represents that we need to be a little bit more patient with ourselves as we're coming into our wolf clan medicine. So let me see these other cards that fell out. Wow, these are awesome, okay? So they're saying right now why we are in a period of inaction. Antelope is action. So it in the reverse is saying it's a time to rest. It's a time to not take so much action, to clear your plate up a little bit so that you could give a little bit more time to your sacred journey into finding your own wolf leadership teacher within yourself. So why are we needing to kind of camouflage? Why are we needing to camouflage ourselves to the world right now, basically? Is because there's been so much fear in our life that the fear kind of hinders our loyalty. The fear hinders our loyalty, number one, to ourselves. How loyal are we to ourselves? So dog represents loyalty, and it's like, you can pretty much abuse a dog and they'll still come to you with so much loyalty. So this card actually came up upside down when it fell. And so this is saying that a lot of us, we don't know what loyalty means. What does loyalty mean? What does loyalty feel like in our life? What does it mean to be loyal to ourselves, number one? Because I think this is where it gets really confusing, right? How do we give loyalty to others when we don't fully give loyalty to ourselves? So this is a good time to not take action, just rest. That way we can do some camouflage ourselves, so we could go within and find out where the disloyalty lies within ourselves, within our own spirit, that's creating this fear in our life. That creates this fear. The fear that comes up is something that actually also blocks action from us moving forward in our life, right? From us actually coming in as the true teachers of the wolf pack that we're supposed to be. So wolf is a very important card. Wolf talks about, taking one lover for life. This is very important. A lot of the questions that come up are about sacred union relationships and the fear behind it these days. And this is why a lot of people are not taking action within their own love relationships. And it's because a lot of us are needing to do some lone wolf work. Lone wolf work is, again, separating ourselves away from the clan so that we can go and look within ourselves to see what it is that we stand for, what it is that our passions are, what it is that make up our energy and our, where are you? Loyalty. So we have to sometimes go off on our own and do some lone wolf work. Sometimes we have to camouflage ourselves so that way we can come back to the clan and teach what it is that we have learned. And what it is that we learn has everything to do with loyalty, unconditional love to self. If we're not wanting to go somewhere or we're not wanting to do something, it's okay to say no. It's okay. It's okay to do some lone wolf work in that moment and regroup and power up. Just as I was mentioning how sometimes I need to come away from doing the cleansings that I do so that I could power back up and come back to the wolf clan, ready to teach what I have learned in my lone wolf work. So when I go off on my own and I work on myself, I'm able to come back in with spirit, with great spirit, to teach in a prayerful way and not from an egotistical way. Because when I do this lone wolf work and I see what it is that I don't like about my life and then what I do like about my life, Great Spirit is there to catch me and lift me up, lift my wings up so I can continue to ascend. And what that does is it puts me back into my sacred leadership of who I am and what my earth mission is right now. And everything that my earth mission is personally, and the reason why I share this with you is because it might resonate for you too, because as a collective, we are all in this sacred rebirth together. We are all here to help Mother Earth and us rebirth into sacredness. What does it mean to live in our sacred leadership power with Great Spirit so that we can be a healthy clan teacher? What does it mean to take our leadership over our life to say, hey, you know what? Maybe this government doesn't work for me and I need to take leadership with Great Spirit so I can learn how to teach the new world what it's going to be like in the future when we rebirth this energy that we have been dealt in the last era. And now we have this beautiful opportunity that's happening right now as we speak, because the earth naturally is going into a higher vibration. So what does it mean that the earth is going into a higher vibration? What that means is that we're all having to look within to raise our vibration up. We're going to have to really stop doing the things that keep us at a lower vibration. And we need to start feeding our spirit and our soul, our life, everything that lifts us up. When we get sick, what kind of medicines are you using? Are you using pharmaceutical synthetic medicines to heal yourself? Or are you going to a holistic method and healing yourself from the inside out? When we take care of ourselves from the inside out, we rarely get sick because our vibration is vibrating at a higher rate, that it's easier for us to fight off these illnesses that are lower vibration, these viruses that are lower vibration. So as much as we lift our spirit up into a higher vibration, I like to burn sacred copal every morning. This is an actual special blend. It has sage that was gifted to me by a beautiful woman, Karen Snake. Thank you, love, from California. And it also has beautiful lavender in here that was also gifted to me from Valerie Rivas. Thank you, love. Love your teas too, girl. And sacred copal. So I burn this every day. Even if I am not in a healing session, I burn this. This is like my coffee in the morning. I turn my copal on. I turn some sacred music on. Jose Hidalgo, hermano, gracias. I love your cantos de medicina. You uplift my soul every time I put you on. Thank you. And I do start my day with you, hermano. Thank you. And I bless myself and I bless my home. I open the doors, I let the windows open, and I let all the prayers go out into the universe. So I start my day off prayerfully. And I encourage you too as well to start your day off prayerfully, whether it's a Buddhist chant meditation. Alicia, thank you so much, love. Your Buddhist chant has done wonders to my life and to my manifestation powers, and also to protecting me. So I'm what a lot of people call a Unitarian, and it's because I pretty much love everything that works. So as we are learning to be loyal to ourselves, as we are learning what loyalty feels to ourselves, self-love feels to ourselves, what we do is we turn that fear into fertile grounds where we can grow a beautiful garden with great spirit. When we take back our leadership of our life, of our homes, of our children's life, of our workplaces, this is when beautiful things start to happen. When we take leadership of what we feed our bodies, what we feed our souls, this is when we take leadership over our world. This is when we can become Spider Woman and weave that beautiful life that we want. If we are dreaming of heaven on earth, are we the right gardeners to create that beautiful sacred ground? Are we with Great Spirit? Are we allowing Great Spirit to lift us up, to show us what our gifts are, to heal us and transmute our trauma into that fertile ground, into that sacred garden that Great Spirit knows all of us can create? But that sacred garden, it starts within our own heart. It starts when we do the lone wolf work and when we begin to know what it is we're about sacredly. Our earth mission is so important. And as a collective, most of our mission is very similar. And that is to transmute the trauma that we have been given into fertile grounds. And that way we can come back to our clan and teach that love, teach that life, teach that gardening. But first, we are asked to rest so that this rebirth can take place within our soul and in our heart first. Find that loyalty and that love within your heart. Find that loyalty that says, you know what, I need to rest today. I need to self-love today. Find that rebirth in your rest that says, I am going to take leadership over my life and I am going to change everything about who I am and how I react to some of the negativities in the world. How are we going to rebirth the fear into fertile ground together? Aho, Mateo. Thank you so much, ancestors. That was such a beautiful reading, and I just feel so much gratitude in my heart to be able to share this information with you. And if any of you would like a personal reading or a personal energy cleansing, you can always contact me. I'm available. And love and light, everybody, blessings, and be loyal to yourself. Love yourself unconditionally so that you can feel what it feels like to have that love. Fall in love with yourself and fall in love with the universe. Woo the universe. When you woo the universe starts to send you so many unconditional, infinite gifts. So I love you all so much. Blessings, love, and light. Aho, Mateo. Blessings.